Hello, Widowmaker here, and welcome to my very first YouTube video. So I'm going to be doing a number of videos based on the Lord of the Rings, the adventure card game, and I thought that this first one might be a good one to go through and show how you can expand your card pool within the game. Now, keeping in mind that I could go through and I could do a whole bunch of stuff around reviewing certain cards, and showing which ones were the best. But the reality is that the card pool will expand over time, and things could get patched. So what you're watching here, it may not be true if I was to do that. But what I thought would be better is to go through and show you the places that you can go to get cards. So firstly, I guess there are 4 different places you can get it. The first place that you will go to get cards is in the deck builder, the deck list. Now, you'll get a bunch of cards in here that you'll start with just because you've got the core set. So, you'll get some cards. Now, you'll get these fellowship points that you're going to go in and spend on cards. Specifically, you spend them on fellowship cards, which you can filter on by using this filter down here. Now what this is all of these cards, they get released periodically from FFI I should say, and you can spend 1,000 fellowship a card to unlock cards from this pool. Now these cards are accessible to everybody, so it doesn't matter whether you've got expansions or anything like that. When these cards get released, you will be able to unlock them just by playing the game. Now, keeping in mind you get about 2,000 fellowship points just from finishing a quest. So realistically, you should be able to get through most of these. The only exception being is that there are legendary ones that cost 3,000 each. So they're quite expensive relatively. But yeah, most of the fellowship cards, you can get some really good ones in here. Things like East Road Rider. Lock Shields is a really good one, Lembas is a really good one, Narya is quite handy, and so on and so forth. That's a conversation for another video, I suppose. But that's where you go to get fellowship cards, and that's what you spend your fellowship points on. Right. So the second set of cards that you can get come within the hero packs. Right now, you'll have when you buy the game, you will get the first 4 hero packs for free. And that includes Legolas, Faramir, Tom Took, and mental blank, Dwalin. So yeah, so you'll get those first ones for free, and they each have a card from each sphere, and you get 2 copies of each of those cards. Now you can view these cards in the deck builder. But you can also go and see these cards in the expansions tab. So if you see here in this account, I've got Shadow Reach. Now everyone gets Shadow's Reach for free. Tom comes with the core set. Eowyn's the one that you have to pay for. There you go. My first public mistake. So if you have a look, you can click in here and it'll show you these cards. Now you'll have all of these. Everyone will get those. But if I have a look in Shadow's Fall, Glorfindel and these 4 cards I won't have, so they'll be grayed out in the deck builder, but you will see them in the deck builder, and they'll actually point you at this page if you try and add them to the deck. So there'll be a button there that says, hey, come and buy this, and that's the expansion and the 4 hero packs as part of one DLC. So that is locked behind that that DLC. You won't be able to get those cards without it. Now those cards, they all appear in the deck builder, so they're really common. People know where people should be able to find them fairly easily. The other 2 ways that you can get cards don't appear in the deck builder, and it can be quite confusing. So one recent addition that they've added to the game is they've added in hero challenges. Now hero challenges will give a specific reward for doing a certain thing. So for example, Aragorn's here is you have to take 8 actions with Aragorn in 1 round, and you will get 2 copies of the sword that was broken to put in your deck. You don't have to pay for them in fellowship points or money, and you can just add them to your deck. Now some like Aragorn's you have to build around. Some like Arwen's, which is you just have to use her upkeep ability 50 times, just will tend to happen just by playing with them. And so each of the heroes will have a hero award just by by playing with them or doing certain things. Usually, actually, always you will have to have that hero in play for it to happen. So it's a good challenge to try and use some heroes you may not normally have used. So that that's really cool. Now, obviously, the restriction of this is you need to have the hero to be able to use it. So you can see this here. For example, you can't complete this quest if you haven't got Dane, which I don't have on this account. So yeah, they are semi-restricted. I mean, you have to have the hero to be able to get those cards. So that's the third way to get cards. Now the final way, which hopefully you'll start realizing as well, is as you progress through certain quests, it will give you cards for completion. So for example, in the Prelude campaign, the tutorial, if you go to rewards, you get for your first completion, you get 2 copies of Bilbo's Cloak and 1,000 fellowship points. Subsequent completions usually just give you avatars or trophies, which is basically Sauron's version of an avatar, or fellowship rewards. But the first one will almost always give you, or sorry, not almost, at this current point, they will always give you a card for completing a quest the first time. So if you have a look in this quest, so in Shadow's Reach, now I haven't played on this account at all, but if I have a look on the rewards, I will get Honeycomb, which is a great card if you're not playing War, because it gives you some healing. So that's a really good card. If you go and play that quest, you'll get it. Now, I can't get and have a look at any of the subs. Oh, I can look at it. There you go. I lied. So I can go and have a look, but I can't play this quest. So I would get the web cutter from completing that quest. Shot from the sky, timely rescue, and guardian of the forest. Now you also get another one which I won't spoil for completing the entire campaign. So there you go, guys. That is the end of it. That is all the ways that you can currently get cards from the Lord of the Rings adventure card game. I hope this has been really useful to you guys if you're just starting out. Leave us a comment below. Have a great time. Bye.